Alrighty then, chat. As we all know by now, Shoe0nHead has dropped a new video. And she is actually responding to Hasan. We all know, right? The absolutely legendary crash out from Hamas Pickles. Buddy having his little meltdown about Shoe0nHead cooking his ass in her video about Pragmata, which she uploaded a couple of weeks ago by now, I think. I think it's been like 2-ish weeks or something like that since she dropped that video on Pragmata. But yeah, he crashed out, and just like I predicted, by the way, I don't like to toot my own horn or anything, but I did call it. Right, Hasan and his audience do the same fucking shit, man, alright? They never actually engage with any points being made. They will always simply resort to personal attacks, right? Nothing but ad hominems. But that's just Hamas Pickles and the way his fan base and his orbiters tend to operate. But yeah, so Shoe has dropped a response to Hasan, which, to be honest, I was not expecting. I did not expect her to actually, dedicate an entire video to responding to Hasan. This video is 34 minutes long, okay? This is not like a short little, 10-minute video, saying, fuck you, Hasan, you're a little gay boy with a small head, you like Asmongold, you shock your dog, you support terrorists, and you're a radical, right? This is a 34-minute video, right? I'm excited to see what exactly Shoe has to say about our friend, our favorite white baby, Hasan Piker.
The other day,
Alright, let's try that again. You guys should be able to hear the desktop audio now.
Some insane opinions people were having about it. How the game activated some fatherly instinct in some men. And how people were calling those men creepy incels for having
Pragmata.
basic human desire to start a family. A small part of that video...
It's insane to me that Pragmata kicked off like such a massive response. Like... Pragmata really was kind of like a litmus check, man. Like, everybody that was, loving Pragmata, you can trust those people. Right? They're most likely normal people, right? Just a bunch of based people. It doesn't really matter where they align on the if they can agree that Pragmata is a good, wholesome Chungus game that really awakens the fatherly instincts in these lonely chud gamers, then they're likely pretty based. But on the other hand, if they're crashing out talking about saying that Diana's like a little sex doll blonde bimbo or something like that, they were saying insanely weird shit like that on Twitter when that whole thing was popping off. But yeah, if they were saying shit like that, then I don't know what to tell you, buddy. All right, social distance. All right.
Was covering far-left.
You don't want to touch that person with a 10-foot pole.
Piker's awful opinion about it. I will play that segment in its entirety so you have some context.
What's really interesting about this is all of these unfuckable losers in the gaming sphere always talk about like starting families and stuff.
Absolutely retarded, miserable take, man.
Thing that they care about. Like, if you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience. You should care about things you actually enjoy.
This is such like a miserable worldview to have. Like, you don't
will never have.
You don't want to aspire to anything. You don't want to have hopes and dreams. You don't want to have like goals. Like, you just
sex with a woman. Why do you care?
That's out of my reach at my current moment in time. So I'm just gonna give up. I'm not gonna try
life, right?
or
this
you
is
know,
something that I never
want
understand.
something
wow,
like
maybe
that.
there's a
Like
reason people are yearning to start
absolutely
a family
miserable
can't
person.
afford to have one and
Absolutely
can't seem to find
miserable.
A partner. They feel alienated from their work and atomized from their community. If only there was a political commentator around to speak about all this. Oh well, guess not. First of all, the only care about something if it affects you is extremely libertarian coded and also very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. Second of all,
Yep,
what is
I remember
this
that.
nihilistic horseshit?
Yep.
You never aspire for anything.
She
never
absolutely
aim for
cooked him.
greatness and
And it's funny because it's not like she had like a big segment on Hasan. Like this is just like a 3-ish minute segment talking about Hasan and just absolutely obliterating him, by the way. Absolutely obliterating him, and this really got under his nerves. This got under his skin so much. He had an entire crash out where he's just launching personal attack after personal attack.
And I love how
no actual rebuttal to any of the things that
congrats on the sex,
Shoe
bro.
said.
Check out this sex haver over here. I'm sure all those unfuckable losers could easily go to foreign brothels and pay for sex like you, Hasan. Also, 35? No kids? Sitting in his ugly ass $600 Gucci sweater.
Absolutely based.
I swear I've never seen this guy in a fucking normal ass t-shirt.
And now he's wearing suits. You guys see that? Mr. Hamas Pickles has upgraded from his designer clothing to now wearing suits because, you know, he wants people to he wants to be taken serious. You know, this guy, he expects us to take him seriously and, you know, said a bunch of other, like, weird shit about, you know, making, like, conservative women horny because he's wearing a suit. And my favorite comment was that the suit makes his head look bigger. That was my favorite comment because it shows that he is insecure about having a small head, and I love that because a lot of people, including myself, like to, you know, make fun of him for having a small fucking head.
On his high horse, looking down at people for wanting something more out of life. I don't understand how someone could be so mentally mind raped that this is their reaction to such like a simple, wholesome concept. That was 3 minutes of a 30-minute long video.
Yep, I was right. That was just a ballpark estimate, and I got it right on the nose. I'm a big brain individual, as they say. But yeah, it was a 3-minute little segment, and in a 30-minute long video talking about the you know, response to the game, you know, all over Twitter and stuff like that.
I just uploaded it and moved on.
Buddy
I
was
woke up
incredibly butthurt over it.
Was flooded with videos like Shoe0nHead just ended the song. Shoe0nHead destroys the song. Shoe0nHead finishes on the song.
Decoy and Tectone. Dude, Tectone's titles are just wow.
Wait, what? I had no idea
Tectone,
what was going on.
And by the way, I saw that he uploaded his reaction to this video, and now it's Shoe0nHead finished in Hasan, not on. Now it's been upgraded to in. So take that as you will, I suppose.
And to my surprise, he actually responded back, which then prompted a bunch of new videos. Hasan just had his biggest meltdown. Hasan's biggest meltdown yet. Shoe0nHead has
Rev!
broken Hasan.
Rev! Hey, a lot of based people getting mentioned in this bitch, man.
Couldn't be that bad.
Absolute cinema.
Right?
What an
it was pretty bad
way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics for.
That's really ironic coming from you, bro. That's incredibly ironic.
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl. Ooh, look at me.
Is Shoe0nHead emo? I don't know if she's emo. I don't know. I don't really know too much about that stuff, but I don't know if I would say Shoe is emo. I don't know. Is she emo, chat? I didn't think she was emo.
4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me. Why would you openly admit that you listen to Shoe0nHead? What the f is wrong?
Kind of weird thing to say about you know, a married woman with children. Kind of bizarre. I don't know. This is your hero, chat. This is the hero of the left. This guy isn't a woman respecter. This is the guy you want to champion as the Joe Rogan of the left? Come on now. You can't have a non-woman respecter getting championed as the hero of the left. We can't have that now. Come on. We got to do better than that. What are we doing?
In this video, I'm going to show my raw reaction.
And by the way, this video has resulted in another wave of people reacting to it. Like I already saw Rev upload a video on this. I saw Tectone, Nani. I saw who else? Scoo. There was somebody else. I think I saw Mari upload a reaction to this as well. Yeah, I mean, this video is getting a lot of attention. And I'm very curious if Hasan will have another little episode about this one.
Response. And throughout that,
I imagine he will, because, he has a very fragile ego. So, he has to respond to every criticism that he, gets from other content creators and stuff like that. So he has a very fragile ego, right? The guy does not have very thick skin.
Will be sprinkled in like normal commentary. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, I was really debating whether or not to do a response to his response, but everyone else is covering this crash out, so why wouldn't I, the subject of said crash out, cover it myself? There's currently a resolution in Congress to disavow Hasan Piker, the same thing that they did to Nick Fuentes, disavowing private citizens for what they said on the internet. What are we doing here?
Absolutely insanity. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan of Hasan or anything like that. But I don't agree with the government doing that type of shit, right? I don't agree with it at all, right? I don't think that it is acceptable for the government to do that type of shit to a private citizen, all right? I was against it with Nick Fuentes. I'm against it with, Hasan. I don't agree with that, right? As much as I don't like Hasan, I don't agree with that. I know that might be a bit of a hot take, especially on the right. But I'm like I've said multiple times before, especially on Twitter when we're having the whole art debate and porn debate and stuff like that. I always say this, that I'm a free speech absolutist. So I 100% don't agree with that whole thing.
Does our government really have nothing better to do? There is so much going on in the country right now, so much going on in the world.
Hamas Pickles is a retard, but I don't know how if I want the government doing that type of, right? That's a very slippery slope, all right? I don't want that.
World right now. I feel like decades worth of news happens every week. Every day there is a breaking story of the most insane stuff you've ever heard in your life. Everyone is expected to have a fully formed opinion immediately. But the reality is, when a story first breaks, you're probably not seeing the full picture. And that's why for
Ground
5
News.
Years now, I have been using today's sponsor, Ground News.
I
so let's quickly
fucking knew it, chat.
Today's
how did I know, chat? Damn.
When you browse the news, you will probably arrive at
I'm on a roll today, chat. I'm just guessing all off of the dome, chat.
For example, if you saw
didn't
this
even
headline
pre-watch
first,
this fucker.
You might think things are going according to plan and the war may be over soon. And this is just a smart pressure tactic to get the deal done. However, if you saw this headline first, you might think that things are going to escalate. And if you saw this headline first, you might think Trump is going crazy and probably is not emotionally stable enough to even be the president. 3 headlines, 3 completely different conclusions. And that's why today's sponsor, Ground News, is so important. Ground News is a website and an app designed to make reading the news easier and more data-driven. Every day they pull in thousands of stories from all around the world, and each story comes with visual breakdowns of political leanings and ownership bias. Let's go back to that story to see it in action. Right away, you can see that 117 outlets covered this story. That's a lot. You can also see the bias distribution chart for the story. The coverage was pretty even all across the political spectrum. And under that, you can check the overall factuality and ownership. You can even see who broke the news first, which is pretty cool. But one of my favorite features of Ground News has to be the blind spot feature. It is so fun. It basically shows you news stories that have been covered by one side of the political spectrum, but ignored by the other. For example, here's a story about how the US government wants Google to share data on an unidentified Canadian Trump critic. Bizarre and dystopian. 32 outlets covered this story, 22 were left-wing, and only 2 were right-wing. That's insane. I am definitely going to read up on this. I've been using Ground News for years now. It is one of the first apps I check in the morning. It really helps me digest all the news better and helps cut through all the noise. But don't just take my word on it. The Nobel Peace Center called it an excellent way to stay informed, avoid echo chambers, and expand your worldview. Best of all, I'm currently offering 40% off their Vantage plan, which is the plan I use to access all their amazing features. So
that's
go to
awesome.
ground.news/shoe,
That's a whole lot of percentage
here on screen, or use the link in the video description down there. Big thank you to Ground News for sponsoring this video, and thank you, the viewer, for not skipping the ad. I can always count on you. Right? And now,
I'd skip it, chat. I'd skip it.
So I thought it would be fun if someone
let the stream be my witness. I did not skip that shit. All right, we sat through that motherfucker.
joined me responding.
Sat
to
through
this
it like a
because it was
man.
so ridiculous. I needed somebody to like bounce off with because I felt like I needed some like emotional moral support.
Ain't no way, chat.
Watching this, so
We got Alana and Shoe before GTA 6. Ain't that the craziest shit ever? We got Smug Alana with Shoe0nHead before Grand Theft Auto 6. The BBL simulator stays catching L's.
I am joined here today with the lovely Smug Alana, the VTuber, everyone's favorite Oshi.
Hey guys, I'm a JPEG and I would bow, but I can't, so just pretend I am doing it right now.
No, nice bounce.
It'll get the views in, you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you were on the last Shoe0nHead video. I will literally myself if you bring that shit up in here, okay? Why?
A little overdramatic, don't you think?
What do you want me to do? Myself in the face, not die in the process, but at least lose significant chunks of my brain so I can operate at the
I mean, it's not like there's much there already. You're a commie. I can't imagine you're the smartest guy ever.
same substandard, suboptimal.
Didn't
IQ
he
level
get
that
a fucking
Shoe0nHead
journalist
and her dumb
degree at
audience
college?
operates in, so I can do a regular response to that? Is that what you want me to do?
Why is he so mad?
Still has yet to bring up anything.
Nothing. 0 points. 0 points addressed.
How many seconds in are we?
I basically made the same joke in my video about like giving myself brain damage so I could understand. Trying to follow the logic here. Let me just give myself some brain damage. Imagine being that chatter. Like, hey Hasan, did you check out this video? Do you want me?
He does that all the time. He will I've said this before, but like he has such an interesting dynamic with his audience. It's like he doesn't really even like them. He hates his fucking audience. We know he hates his audience because he's crashed out regularly, right? He said that he, hates, the left. He hates politics. He had his little, sad boy moment where he's like, oh, I'm so alone. I don't have any support from the left. I don't have any support from the right. I'm so alone. The only people I have is you, my chat. My little Pookie Bears. Like, the dude is always getting one guide on his fucking streams. I don't understand. He is always getting fucking one guide. Like his chatters will bring up something like, did you see that Asmongold? Did you see that? More Pegasus talked about it again. See, Shoe0nHead talked about it. And he will just blow the fuck up.
Ooh, look at me. I'm an emo girl, and I change my politics all the time. Ooh.
Time out.
That's what you want. It's funny. I see that, but that argument gets thrown at like Asmongold, especially with the Iran thing, right? People will say that Asmongold changed his position and shit like that. That's really ironic when you want people to change their politics to align with yours. Like, what do you want? I mean, and putting that aside, yeah, people are going to change their politics. I mean, I used to be a liberal, right? I used to like Obama, right? I was on the Obama hype train. And now I'm a far right chud.
Time out.
Please.
Emo?
I wasn't even gonna bring that up. No, hold on. For me, it's the wild way that he frames having nuanced opinions, like depending on the subject. Like, God forbid you disagree with Hasan Piker, the arbiter of correct opinions of the internet.
I do not have.
Yeah, everybody knows that Hamas Pickles is always right about it, right? When has Hamas Pickles ever been wrong or steered you wrong, right? Well, what did he say in his little bro tips? What is the greatest Hasan quote of all time? Old enough to count, old enough to mount, right? Wasn't that one of his bro tips?
Have that many videos. I have like 100 videos.
Very ironic, by the way, for someone that's always like criticizing Lolly and stuff.
In the span of like a decade, you could go randomize and click on any of those videos and you wouldn't be able to tell if it was made today or 10 years ago. Which, honestly, I shouldn't be bragging about. But, okay, my point is, I haven't changed that much. And the things I have changed my mind about, I'm very open about. The way he's framing people changing their minds, changing their political opinions over time as, like, a bad thing is bizarre. Especially as a guy whose goal is, I assume, to change people's mind politically. He's totally for people changing their minds politically, but only when they change their mind to
By the
agree
way,
with him.
Shoe
He
is a
supports people
leftist,
changing
right?
their
She's a
mind
liberal.
as new information
She's not
presents
right-wing.
itself. He supports iDubbbz apologizing for the crime of being funny 5 years ago. But when it comes to me changing my mind on like 3 things over the course of a decade.
Poor iDubbbz, man. iDubbbz really what's going on with iDubbbz these days? He hasn't been in the news cycle in a while. I don't know what's going on with Dubby Wubby, but yeah, I mean, man, dude fell off, man. Dude fell off, man. Like his wife wants to fuck Hasan. iDubbbz is miserable. He's doing the whole the Dragon VTuber thing. Last time I saw, like, yeah. What happened, man? You were funny as shit back in the day, all right? What happened? What happened to us, man? We used to live in a society.
That's bad. Like, yes, I've changed on a few things, obviously. From the ages 23 to 35, yes, your opinions are gonna change a little sometimes.
Wow, she was 35? Damn. That would have not been my guess, to be honest. And I'm not even trying to glaze.
No way, really?
Like, you probably don't believe the same things you believe.
Dude, I forgot. She's been making content since, like, Gamergate, right? She's been making content since, like, Gamergate. Damn. Yeah, wow. Time flies, doesn't it?
Like 10 years ago?
No, absolutely not. Well, I think in that video that you talked about, I don't know, I remember like a couple of months ago, you were like, I had a baby and then I lived in the city and then I was like, man, maybe safety and putting money into the police isn't that bad, you guys. And maybe that was different when you were like 20 or 25.
Right, exactly. Like when I was living in like sheltered suburbs, I was like,
Exactly.
the police. And then you're an adult with a child and you live in the city and
it happens all the time. Yeah, it is statistically proven that after having children, a lot of parents tend to begin to move more to the right because a lot of left-leaning positions are not the greatest if you want to have children. You don't want to defund the police if you want your child to, I don't know, be safe, to, I don't know, walk to school or, be playing in the streets with their friends, being a bunch of little assholes, right? Like back in my day, I'm not even that old, by the way. I'm only 19. I'm a young lad still, all right? I got plenty of years before I'm unk. I think. I don't know. I hope. According to Gen Alpha, I might be unk these days, but I remember, right, growing up in elementary school, right? Elementary school, I would walk to school and I would walk back with my friends. Right, we would go out and like we would skate around the neighborhood. Right, we would go to like the liquor store. We would skate over to the park. We would like skate over to grab like a fucking pizza. We would put our money together to go grab a pizza from Little Caesars and shit like that. Like that was the shit we did as kids. Right, we would sometimes we would yell shit at the older kids coming back from high school. We would yell at them. That's just what we did growing up, right? And these days, I'm not sure I would be cool with letting my child do some shit like that, right? On top of the fact that California isn't the state, especially here in the city that I live in, the Los Angeles especially. LA is terrible, man. LA is horrible. LA is LA is just horrible, dude. It is on top of the fact that it's just ugly, like cracked sidewalks, just gray everywhere. It's an absolute concrete jungle. Smells like piss, smells like weed, hobos. Fucking got the little hobo camps with their like tents and shit. Like it is just terrible. It is awful. Like I would not allow my children to go out alone, walk to school, or play out in the street. Like that's not happening.
Like, oh, actually, no. We need more police.
Never mind.
I just confuse terminally left-right-brained people. I always have. Hyperpartisan people absolutely hate me because they can't just, like, put me into a neat little box and then smash that box with a hammer. Hasan usually can hand-wave away critics like, oh, they're just an Israel shill, they're just a Zionist. He can't do that with me. He hand-waves them away by calling them neocons or neoliberals. He can't do that with me. Alt-right incels. He can't do that with me, so what does he do? He malfunctions and starts calling me emo. Like, okay man, you got me. Emo is when eyeliner, I guess. In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time. Like,
I mean, yeah, I think a lot of people fail to see that, alright? Like, it's one of the funny things, and you see it both on the left and right? Like, a lot of people... you see it more on the left. Right? On the right, it's not as bad as it is on the left, right? Obviously, because the left is extremely radical these days. It's not as bad on the right, but it does exist. But a lot of people just don't seem to realize that it is perfectly fine to hold values that would fall on both sides of the political spectrum. That's what a lot of people in the center are like. That is how they operate. They have a lot of liberal positions. They have a lot of conservative positions, right? It's perfectly natural, all right? A lot of people aren't going to fit in a neat little box, right?
wanting free healthcare, but
even me, right? I'm more right-leaning, right? I'm not a liberal by any stretch of the imagination. Definitely not. I'm a lot more right-leaning. I'm more conservative. But I still hold like a couple liberal values here and there. You could say, right? I don't really have an issue with the LGBT. I don't like the TQ. Right? The Q is redundant. I don't understand the point of the Q, and I'm against the T. But I don't have a problem with gays, lesbians, or bicycles. Right? I don't care. I don't care about that shit. Right? If you love whoever you want to love, right? I don't care if it's the same sex. Okay. I don't care if, you're into a dude that's into dudes, or a girl or a chick that's into chicks, right? I don't give a fuck. Okay, and by the way, for the most part, I don't really give a shit about trans people, to be honest. I know this might be like a hot take in the big 2020. I guess it would be more of a hot take on the right. But I don't really give a shit if you want to be trans. I don't care. But, and this is the big but, the problem I have with the transgender movement and why I'm so against it is the crowd that insists that, hey, we need to trans the kids, all right? You can be a trans since the day you were born, right? Since you were 2 or 3 years old, yeah, you know that you're a tranny, or trans women are women. They deserve the right to go into the women's restrooms and locker rooms and all that shit, right? The sports teams and prisons, right? I'm against all that shit. I don't agree with any of that bullshit, but I don't really care what you want to do in your private time, okay? If you want to be trans in your private, knock yourself. I don't care. All I'm saying is leave the kids alone and use the correct restroom, you pervert.
Also,
by the way, I saw that clip of like that super based trans woman that was on, I think they went on the whatever podcast. I think it was on the whatever podcast. But I saw that clip of them like basically saying like these extremely common sense things, being extremely based. It's nice to know that we got a few normal ones. It's nice to know.
Wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override
back it up,
opinions
actually,
at
a
the
little
same
bit.
time. Emo is when eyeliner.
I was pausing too much.
In the hyper-partisan mind, it is completely impossible to hold several non-contradictory opinions at the same time. Like, wanting free healthcare, but also wanting a strong border. Like, to me, those aren't contradictory whatsoever. In fact, that works together. You don't want to override your healthcare system, right? Your focus should be American citizens. Like, in their mind, like, Denmark doesn't exist, right? They think, like, oh, if you think unions are important, you must also be for minors having HRT. Like, no. If you believe in public transportation, you also have to believe in abolishing prisons. Like, no. Sorry, no. I don't know how my ideology is confusing. I don't know how they see that as, like, flip-flopping or being a grifter. When to me, it's, like, completely normal, common sense stuff. Like, you can't have a country in decay like this. You can't. It will not be fixed by people like Hasan telling young men not to aspire for anything and saying stupid
Or to
shit like
steal
telling
from
people it's
big
cool to
corporations.
steal.
Would you
Yep.
steal from Whole Foods?
Yep.
I'm pro.
I did not think she would bring up this clip, but I'm happy she did, because this clip was absolutely fucking retarded. Like, what is the logic? What do you think the big corporations are going to do if people are constantly stealing from them? It's going to hurt their profits. What do you think is going to happen then? Well, then they're going to have stronger security. Everything is going to be locked up behind glass, so you can't take anything. And, they're going to have to spend more money having, security there, making sure that you don't try to steal any bullshit. And how are they going to pay for that? Well, let's put the costs on the consumer, right? Let's just up the prices of our shit, since we have to, spend so much money trying to protect it to ensure that it's not being stolen by these fucking Hamas pickle retards.
Stealing from big corporations.
Like, what in the fucking LARP is that? Yeah, stealing is so cool.
Yes, Mr. Millionaire. Do you guys think Hasan would be cool with somebody stealing his awesome expensive ass sports car? What do we think, chat? What do we think, gamers? Do we think he would be cool with that? I don't know.
Dude, let's just steal from big corporations so those big corporations move out of that community, and then that community turns into a crime-ridden, unsafe shithole ghost town and a food desert. Like, yeah, bro, you're really fighting the man.
It do
Listen,
be
you
like
can tell
that. Look at
people
San
that billionaires are the real
Francisco.
enemy until you are blue in the face, and it might be true, but Jeff Bezos isn't the one stabbing them on a train, you know? You can't have a peaceful, functioning, socialist, or even social democratic society with the delusional social policies of Hasan Piker. You just can't. Anyway, sorry, I'm going on a tangent. It's just so funny he sees my politics as, like, incoherent, when to me, his politics are the ones that are incoherent. The video was barely political. My response to him was about his, like, nihilistic mindset when it comes to young men. Because for years, we had to watch the media shove this guy down our throat like he was the Joe Rogan of the left. Ooh, he was gonna save young men from the
Nobody believed that shit, by the way. Everybody was literally mocking all of those fluff pieces. They were all bullshit. They were all fucking retarded. They were all paid. They were paid actors, Chad. They were paid actors. Where's Alex Jones when you need him?
right pipeline. By the way, this guy is never going to be the Joe Rogan of the left, because, like, Joe Rogan, at least Joe Rogan from years ago, I don't know about now, was all about listening to other people's beliefs and hearing other people's opinions.
I don't really watch the Joe Rogan podcast, but I'd say that he still listens to, like, both sides.
Hasan does not do that. Hasan closes his ears.
I know a while back he had, like, Pierre Polyev. I think he was running for, what do they have in Canada? Prime Minister? I think it's a Prime Minister. Right? They have Prime Minister. I think so, right? Is it Prime Minister or I think they have a Prime Minister. He was running for Prime Minister in the last election for Canada. He was he was the conservative choice.
For years, we had to listen to how this guy is gonna push young men away from the GOP. They are leaving the GOP, but they're not going to the Democrats, and I don't know if they're going to the left either. But anyway, my video was not political. In fact, the only part that, like, was political was the part where I agree with Hasan about the genocide in Gaza.
If you're a gamer, you should care about things that you actually experience.
Very weird coming from a guy who understandably wants everybody to care about a genocide that is happening across the ocean. My point there was, you can't be telling young men to only care about things that directly affect them and then make it your life mission to tell those same young men to care about things that don't directly affect them.
Damn. I don't know. I don't think he really thought that statement through. Like, to be fair, I don't really think that he thinks a lot of the things that he says through, right? Because I feel like he says a lot of this stupid shit in the heat of the moment. He doesn't really think about it carefully or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, that statement alone just completely obliterates his entire LARP about the shit going on in the Middle East.
Want me to lose chunks of my brain? Do you want me to John Fetterman myself so I can understand the compelling argument?
I'm sorry, I just can't take him seriously wearing the fucking suit. I just can't take it. I'm sorry, chat. I can take Asmongold seriously, but seeing Hasan in a suit, I just can't take this shit serious. The suit isn't working, bro. Just go back to it. Go back to what you were doing before. I think that was a lot better than wearing the suits. The suits aren't helping you. I just can't take it seriously.
The Shoe0nHead makes.
Please stop.
One that should have been left in the dustbin of history all the way back in 2016.
As if opinions from 2016 aren't still here today that are good.
Literally, technically, I mean, I'll put my stats on the screen. I am literally more relevant today than 2016. Like, more people are watching. So these aren't opinions from 2016. These are opinions from now, Hasan. People disagree with you now.
Look at me as an emo girl. 4chan guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
Wait, 4chan guys want to fap to me? Wait, I thought it was super cool and progressive to have, like, an army of men who simp for you online. That's not very woke of you, Hasan.
First of all, I like how you used the word fap.
That's so old, isn't it? It's like gooning now.
Yes, it's gooning. Come on, get with the times. It should have been left in.
It's crazy. I didn't really even pick up on that, but yeah. When was the last time you guys heard the term fat? It's been so long since I've heard that word be used, but I guess I guess I'm old enough to just accept the use of it, but yeah, it's been so long. Like everybody just says gooning. Who the fuck? Who says fat? Like, who even says that anymore?
2016, Hasan, come on.
Nobody says that
If
shit.
this was said by anyone else, he would be calling it misogynistic and sexist, but it's being said
Well, when Hasan is misogynistic or sexist, that's valid, right? That's le-based, right? It's like when, you know, him, the millionaire living in America that has never lived under communism a day in his life, crashes out and criticizes and insults people speaking out against communism that have lived under communism.
by someone with the hive mind approved opinion, so it's okay. It's called dark woke, chud. We decided to become more hypocritical and annoying. You wouldn't get it. If I was getting paid for men to fap to me like many of his friends and ex-girlfriend porn star do for a living, that would be fine,
Denims.
he would support it. But since I don't do that and I'm just like a normal YouTuber, it's a way to insult and degrade me. It is interesting though how Hasan uses unfuckable as an insult to hurl towards men and fuckable as an insult to hurl towards women. I think it was Bell Hooks that once argued that patriarchy harms men by reducing their worth to status and conquest, while women are harmed by being reduced to only their desirability and being conquered. You should not be getting feminism mogged by someone who does not call themselves a feminist, Hasan. Not a good look, buddy. And also, bro, you thirst trap more than I ever have in my entire life. You are on the cover of JQ.
I remember that. I don't think that's is that the name? I don't remember what the name of it was, but yeah, I mean, wasn't he literally like shirtless, like in like a hot tub or something like that? In a picture of him like shirtless in a hot tub in one of the many fluff pieces that he most definitely did not pay for himself.
GQ?
You are on the cover of GQ in a f***ing hot tub. I will put the picture up there as censored as I can.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
was.
shield everyone's eyes.
Like
Like
a little rubber ducky on his pee-pee.
spread eagle in a magazine. Let me read this to you. Let me read what this journalist said. Are you ready for this? Here's how Hasan Piker starts each day, working out, shooting the shit. It's Monday. 8:30 a.m. and we're in the backyard of a house in West Hollywood where there's a makeshift private gym with
West
benches,
Hollywood.
pull-down machines, and
Bougie motherfucker. By the way, I don't know if any of you guys are from California. Have you ever been to like the shitty side of Hollywood? Like there's the nice side of Hollywood and there's the shitty side of Hollywood. Like where you go to, you know, see the fucked up streets. You know, maybe go pick up a hooker. Some of them might have a surprise between their legs. You know, you don't really know when you go down to the bad areas of Hollywood, right? But yeah, it is. So certain areas of Hollywood are not nice. They are very shitty.
and dumbbells galore. This is where 34-year-old political influencer keeps his thirsted after body fit.
What?
This is
By
the
the way, written
this is the gayest.
by a male too. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
this is the gayest shit I ever heard in my life, chat. It was gay as fuck back then, and it's still gay as fuck today.
I would have thought it was. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
He strips his shirt off. An army of girls and gays would kill to be where I am now, next to Piker as he pants in a pair of neon shorts with
This is
black
so-
Calvin Klein boxers.
It's so gay, bro.
Socialist, by the way.
Sunlight glistening off the sweat beating on his chest.
Like, what a-
So when women and gays
this shit
pursue
reads like a
after you,
fucking
then it's a
fan
good thing.
fiction.
But God forbid straight men find you attractive. This is the dude that has to keep his girlfriend a secret, like some kind of K-pop star, so he can like be e-boyfriend for his parasocial female fans. I'm always talking about being married. Like when I'm in a relationship, I'm talking about being in a relationship, whatever. I'm the whore, not the one playing e-boyfriend. Look at
You're
that
covered up. You can make the argument with me. When people say like, oh well, she's just a pair of anime tits on the screen. Okay, fair point. However, Shoe doesn't even like have anything that she wears in her YouTube videos that are like revealing. Like she's very moderate.
people. Wait, hold on. Sorry, my dad is calling. Wait.
Dad, put me on the
Dad,
phone with him.
hold
Hey,
on.
we're busy. The
That's-
left in a MAGA body, bro. That always.
I
stuck with
remember
me.
A
that.
progressive mind.
I remember that fucking quote. Dude, that quote was so funny, bro. A progressive in a MAGA, but that was absolute tier. That was fucking cinema. That I liked that quote. I liked that fucking quote so much. Somebody put that shit on a t-shirt.
And in a MAGA body. What did they even mean by that?
Being attractive and eating healthy and working out is right wing. What the f are we smoking?
For like a good 3 years, there was this really weird campaign to make Hasan Piker like the face of progressive masculinity in a bizarre attempt to move men to the left. A progressive in a MAGA body, they said, which like, what the f did they mean by that? Hey guys, we're not all ugly dysgenic freaks. Look, there's one of us who's attractive. What? Mr. Piker's success on camera, in some part, has been aided by the fact that he is, by conventional standards, a very handsome man. He is 6 feet 4 inches tall and built like a professional athlete. A square jaw, a beard, and a head of thick dark hair. It's the one aspect many of my haters can't shake, Mr. Piker said of his appearance in a Twitch broadcast last year.
I love that.
And be like, you're not hot. Indeed,
I love that.
Tens of thousands of viewers may watch his videos for his political views, but many also tune in for their view of Mr. Piker himself, whose social media profiles are littered with suggestive images of his muscly body in states of undress, or thirst traps, as the pictures are known. Some of his fans scrape, screenshot, clip, and repackage them into fan cams that travel across the internet, glorifying Mr. Piker's appearance and indirectly his beliefs. That is yet again another mainstream article saying one of the only reasons people watch Hasan is because he's attractive, and that he
Imagine if he said that about a woman. Yeah, you guys think that would slide? I mean, it's very ironic. You're telling me a lot of people watch him not because he has good political takes, but because he's attractive.
uses his appearance and
I don't think that's the
to gain a
W you
following.
think
So
it
he,
is.
like,
What about Asmongold? A lot of people watch Asmongold because he has good political takes, not because he's particularly handsome. And no shade to Asmongold, obviously, but a lot of people watch him because they like his opinions and takes on things.
projecting onto me? Is that what this is? Is he like insecure about his thirst traps and his reputation?
Maybe,
of being nothing but
maybe.
eye candy. And listen, I'm not delusional, okay? Obviously, your looks can help take you further in life, online and offline. Like, if I was morbidly obese or hideously ugly, I probably wouldn't have like half the following I have. You can easily say the same thing for Hasan. But at least I organically collected my simps and didn't have some like astroturfed glaze fest propping me up for years as some kind of like political sex symbol. Embarrassing.
Guys who are now 38 years old want to fap to me.
38. You mean 3 years older than us, Hasan?
Yeah. Oh my god, the people that are in my demographic.
And what's so funny is like his little fangirls were coming at me on Twitter like, you're nearly 40 and you dress like a Hot Topic cashier. Like, and Hasan and I are the exact same age. I think we're a month apart in age. And like, look how he dresses. We are literally co-workers at the Hot Topic, okay?
People on Shoe0nHead are basically a humanoid version of a f***ing Reddit aggregator.
Reddit hates me.
Literally 80%.
Little bro, that's your audience. Chat, everybody on Reddit glazes Hasan. This is their he always says this shit. I don't know what his obsession is with Reddit. He's always talking about how like Reddit beefs with him or something. Motherfucker, Reddit loves you. Them's your people. Reddit is predominantly left-leaning. If you go on Reddit and espouse right-leaning shit or pro-Trump shit, you're getting your account banned. What are we talking about here?
Percent of his audience are f***ing Redditors. Are we f***ing for real right
Buddy
now?
is just
Bro is loved on Reddit. Like, why did he say
bold-faced
4chan on
lying.
Twitter? He's not
Bro
even funny.
is
He can't even
bold-faced
banter or do
lying.
the jokes correctly.
To our
Unironically,
face.
I think this entire rant, this clip, just sounds like if you were just to post the question, what do you think of Shoe0nHead on r/politics, and then read the comment section.
Yes.
It's just angry Reddit-coded malding. You wanna know the worst part? This is the best thing you could come up with. This is the best you could do.
Jesus Christ. What an unbearable f***ing way to exist, dude. Oh, I'm getting all my politics from Shoe0nHead. If you're getting your politics from a person like Shoe0nHead, You should be embarrassed.
What do you mean, get your politics
Can turn
from
that
Shoe0nHead?
back around to you, buddy.
I don't expect my audience to get their politics from me. I expect them to be entertained, to laugh, to think, to engage with the discourse at hand. I don't try to, like, pass off as someone you should get your politics from. I don't think my audience should get their politics from me or any YouTuber for that matter. I think they should do their own research, come to their own conclusions. I just say my opinions, and people are free to agree or disagree. Hasan, on the other hand, like, really thinks he's some serious political commentator. Bro, you're a Twitch streamer. I'm a YouTuber. But that's the difference between you and I. I know what I am.
Oh my God, the things I want to say to people like this.
Then say it.
Say it. Say it, pussy. Did he change into a suit because I made fun of his Gucci shirt?
Like, you can literally see him scanning his chat of domestic terrorists, like Redditor for insults, right?
This is so lazy.
I find it more compelling when someone deconstructs why you're
Right.
being stupid. I swear, I think if he had an audience that thought it was okay, he would obviously bring up that you're a girl. Stupid woman. It's like he's fighting his bro, like, instincts.
Reverting back to bro tips, Hasan Piker.
Yeah.
This week's bro tip is about bringing out the alpha male in you. This is a classic example of what happens when your father doesn't pay attention to you. You turn out to be a slut who's craving for attention, and then I tend to pick you up at a bar late night and bang you out on the first date.
All his insults I've already 8-miled him on, because I've already made fun of the fact that my eyeliner is from 2008. I'm in no position to talk about style. I still do my makeup like it's 2009. I already made fun of the fact that you shouldn't get your politics from me. If you were going to Shoe0nHead for political information, you are deep fried.
He never self-insults. Like, you can make jokes about yourself. Like, I've joked about a million times, like, oh, I'm a 400-pound man behind an avatar. Like, it's funny. Like, who gives a f? I feel like just takes himself way too seriously. The most popular streamers, every single one that I can name that are at the top with Twitch with Hasan, every single one of them at least, like, makes jokes about their appearance. Asmon talks about how he's bald and doesn't have any teeth. He leaves himself so exposed to being made fun of, and then he wonders why everybody makes fun of him. Like, just join in. It's part of being a human being.
Honestly,
He tried doing that with the whole Collargate thing, but it's just not really working out for him. He's been trying really hard with the whole Collargate saga to reclaim that joke, but it is not working out for him.
good luck, dude.
But he needs to just stop.
Thanks.
Oh, he crashed now. He'd like to wipe the drool off his mouth.
People should.
He's like, he's like frothing.
Frothing at the mouth like a bulldog.
All right, so then we got one of these Hasan orbiters. So a former booby streamer. This is Casey Tron.
Oh my god, I cannot stand this girl. This Shoe0nHead girl, pick me woman.
Shoe0nHead and a dumb audience.
Her dumb audience of incels. Like, I don't know. It's like Shoe0nHead, if you like care so much about these incels, go one.
This is such a self-report for being like, I love the implication too that like Casey Tron thinks the only way you can truly care about men is if you have sex with them. Does this thought process?
By the way, I think out of all of them, like, between Casey Tron and Den, I 100% think that Casey Tron had the most retarded take out of the two. Like, Denim's, she tried, she failed, but, at least she tried. She tried. A for effort. But Casey Tron, it was just so fucking retarded.
Just come.
It was just so retarded. It is so sad and pathetic.
Do I have unresolved daddy issues to comprehend this?
Is that problematic for me to say?
No, it's just retarded.
Like, prove you care so much about these incels and their inability to get sex. Go one. Oh, wait, you won't? Because you're just grifting to them? Like, you don't even want to get with them either. But you'll condemn other women for not wanting to who you don't want to Okay.
When did I ever condemn women for not wanting to people? What is it? Hat on foot again. Hat on foot making YouTube videos from Earth 2 about how women owe men sex. What
She's
the fuck
really
is she doing?
fantasizing.
Why is everything sex with these people too? Like, everything is sex. You talk about the human desire to like create a family and have like a legacy, and they're like, sorry you can't get laid, incel. Sorry you can't get pussy.
Says the chick that sits in her room all day and smokes weed until she's numb.
People. I know. Are you being serious?
If you look up the dangers of smoking marijuana in like a Kids Dare pamphlet, there's just a picture of Casey-tron's face.
You're happily married and
Don't end up like her, kids. You don't want to end up like that. It's not good for your health.
have a child, but because some
Have self-respect. That's the moral of this story, chat. At the end of the day, that's the moral of this story, all right? Kids, have self-respect.
fat retard on Twitter thinks you're a grifter, you're gonna need to f a bunch of random men to prove them wrong. What do you just have to do? Like a weekly raffle? Pull a random incel out of how do you verify that one of your
Subscriber
people
number
are
20?
Yeah.
I stand by what I said. Shoe0nHead should be thanking me for giving her and her incel following. Say it again, award! Say it again, award!
Incel! It's like a parrot, man.
What? Incel!
You know,
Casey-tron brings up incels all the time. That's her favorite fucking word in the dictionary, dude. Like, if you go to her Twitter page and keyword search incel, it is insane. Like, she has, I don't know, like, I don't know if she, like, needs to talk about something or what, but she has an insane obsession with talking about incels.
far from Disney.
Hasan is Jafar, and like,
Yeah.
sitting on there, she's like, "What incel?" And he's like, "Good girl, yes, giving her a
Yeah,
crack."
here's your cracker.
So once again, people in his chat brought up my video. He has not responded to it. He has not made a single point. Called me emo, called me irrelevant, you know, but he didn't call me wrong. Notice that.
They never call
you wrong. They call you emo, but they'll never call you wrong.
That's
Did you see
true.
what Shoe0nHead responded on Twitter? No. Also, what? What? Who cares?
Dude, that laugh is killing me.
I hate his laugh. Like, the way he laughs is... I don't know why. Like, the way he laughs just comes off as, like... I don't know. I don't know. I don't like him. That's
Yes, who cares?
moral number 2, I suppose.
Oh, the fake laugh. What is going on?
What are you guys talking about, man?
What are you guys talking about?
Bro, I'm literally over here talking about how I'm doing a rally with someone who's running in Philadelphia.
I'm out here doing the revolution, okay? Like, that's cute, Hasan. That's adorable.
He's not a politician, man. The majority of the people that know your name only ever heard of you because you electrocuted your dog live on stream.
Kaya, please just fucking go. Just stop.
Yep.
Does he not understand that not
That is his legacy, Chad. That is his legacy, and that will be his legacy for the rest of it. Unless he does something even crazier, but I don't know. I don't know what he could possibly do. Maybe like, I don't know, switch up on the left and become a right-winger grifter or something like that. Or maybe that would be pretty fucking huge, but I don't think he'll do it.
95%?
I mean, that would be
of the
pretty
fan
fucking
base
crazy.
are terminally online redditors. Like, they don't give a fuck about your rally, bro, in the background over here. They want you to call Shoe0nHead a Nazi to validate their hatred and their feelings.
Whatever the Shoe0nHead said.
It's the laugh again. No, you're joking. Stop.
Hasan is pissed because, like, he's
The laugh
finally
is the
out
best
doing
part,
something
honestly.
in the real world, and the only thing people care about, the only thing people are talking about in regards to him online right now is this. And you know what? To be, like, completely fair, which is something these
Unlucky.
people would never do for me, this was a better response than his first response. He's basically just like, I don't care. I'm busy doing, like, real things in the real
Yeah,
world.
honestly, to be
Okay,
fair,
enough,
that response was
understandable,
better
Have a nice day.
than the first crash out.
Then he says
That one was a
this.
lot better.
Talk to me when we got the wiki feed ratings up for Shoe0nHead. Okay, what's their wiki feed looking
I did
like?
see the...
Okay, does she?
But Buddy is mad weird for this. Like, I don't even know what the point of this is. Like, Buddy's just weird. Why are you talking about a married woman's feet like this, bro? I mean, I guess he does. I mean, as we saw with the whole Ludwig saga, he doesn't really care if the woman is married. So, I mean,
What's her?
What?
there you go.
Did I listen to what that woman said? No, absolutely not. Let me know if I can see her feet, though.
What?
Honestly, it would be Giga Chat if it came from anyone funny or likable.
Like, if the chatter didn't even bring it up, why did you bring up WikiFeed?
I know. By the way, if you guys don't know, WikiFeed is a website where people upload pictures of like celebrities' feet. Let's look up Hasan's foot.
Oh my, no way. He's got his bare tootsies online.
Wait, I have a higher feet score than Hasan. Is this what this
Oh!
You've been
Oh! Bro just got mogged! Yo! Bro got fucking mogged on the feet wiki? Nah, that's it, bro. It's first he lost to the quartering. He lost to Asmongold. He lost to the Asmongold TV and the Asmongold Clips chat. Bro, and he lost the feet wiki. Nah, that's crazy, Chad. That's crazy. That is wow. Yeah, I don't know, chat. If that was me, I would have to disappear off the internet. I can't show my face ever again. I gotta get a job doing some journalism at like the Washington Post or some shit.
By the way, never addressed.
Absolutely
anything he said,
cooked.
Never
No.
even attempted to refute.
Absolutely
Just starts
cooked.
going on about like WikiFeed.
If I sold feet pics, if I sold pictures of my feet, would he use this
Absolutely
as an insult?
obliterated.
No, because he's Mr. Sex Positive, Mr. Sex Work is real work, Mr. Brothel Boy.
Yeah, I'm making a difference, unlike Shoe and her stupid video. Also, did you know she's stupid?
She's stupid. Don't go watch the video. Don't go watch it, guys. She's stupid.
Also, her feet are kind of nice looking.
Craziest part about all of this was after his crash out and like after everyone was making fun of him, he gets on Twitter and he's like, I've yet to watch any of her content. Excuse me? So what the f are you basing all of this on? How am I stupid? How do I change my politics? How am I just an emo girl that men fap to? Either A, he's lying and he has seen my content, or B, he's just blindly repeating things he's seen other people say about me. Either way, it's pathetic. He's stuck
Wouldn't be
between,
surprised
like,
if it was
wanting to
B.
be above it all. Ugh, I don't even know who that is. I'm out here doing the revolution and wanting to tear me down. But he can't do both. So as it stands right now, what he's saying is that he has literally never heard me speak. He just looked at me and went, "Woman online must be a whore." Which honestly, not a bad guess.
People should be more embarrassed, okay? What happened to shame?
Oh, wait. I find it incredibly ironic.
Ironic.
That the guy who used chain lightning on his dog live on stream in front of thousands of people and then live.
But yeah, he changed his story like and by the way, he recently changed his story again. Now, Kaya was actually never wearing a collar to begin with. Even though we can, clearly see that she was wearing a collar in the clip where he, hits Kaya with 10,000 volts.
About it and gaslit everybody, thinks that anyone else needs to be embarrassed about anything. Like, you've spent your entire career, the better part of a decade plus, being a political commentator, but the only thing that the majority of the internet knows you for is zapping your dog for stepping off its 4 square foot cot that you've designated for
The
it.
music.
That's your legacy, Hasan.
Giga-based.
Like, obviously, he watched the video and something in it really had him rattled. Like, was it the
Maybe it was. I think it was either the brothel or the TikTok.
brothel thing? Was it the clock meme? Because if it was the clock meme, that was a joke, okay? We're the same age, Hasan. It is not too late. This is all not that serious. I just thought it was really funny and everybody was asking for a response video. So there's your response video. I also just want to make it clear that if he responds, I will not be responding back unless it's something absolutely insane that requires a response. I refuse to get caught in the Hasan Piker content loop. I will leave that to the professional Hasan Piker farmers. There are people who have made diabolical wealth off of farming this guy, okay? I am but a humble cultural
I love
farmer.
Pegasus.
I'm but a
We love
humble
Pegasus around these
gender
parts,
war
chat,
farmer.
alright?
My crops are dying. I must get back to them. They're calling him the corniest man alive. The final boss of
My favorite is the human Brian Griffin, dude. That is hands down my favorite.
performative male feminism. The human Brian Griffin. This is like when like a hot girl has like a video game controller and she's like licking it. She's like,
Yes, or like with the cat ears, the little
Yes.
headset with the cat ears. I
this
love
is
that there's not just one picture, it's two in different shots. So like, it's like, dude, can you just take a picture of me like holding it and then like putting it down on
and
my
like
lap,
solemnly
like I'm done
looking
reading it?
out the window.
My dog is literally just sitting next to me, staring at me. He knows I'm talking about Hasan. He knows, Kaya, I will save you.
Okay, Alana, thank you for joining me. You made it less painful to watch this shit, okay? I'm glad you were with me for this. Plug your stuff for everybody watching.
Follow me on Twitter, on Smugalana. Follow me on Twitch. I go live 5 days a week. Join my Discord. Lots of really nice people hanging out in there. Absolute pleasure, Kami Mommy. Emo girl with the feet.
Yes. If you like this video, please subscribe.
Absolutely
and if you can,
bait. I love the fact that we got Shoe with Alana.
donate to my Patreon.
Absolutely
link down below.
based.
I'm going to start doing live streams for Patreon members only. That should be a lot of fun. And I will see you guys next time with a new video.
The fucking song. The fucking song. Dude. Hasan is an absolute fucking meme, dude. He is an absolute fucking meme. Like, you just cannot take the guy seriously. The song's great, by the way. Fire, 10 out of 10. What?
The other day,
I was not ready for that. There you have it, chat. That is the new Shoe0nHead video. That is absolute cinema. I love that we got Alana with Shoe before GTA. That honestly, that alone makes this video a 10 out of 10. But I mean, yeah, completely. In the words of Tectone, in the words of Eggman, Shoe0nHead absolutely finished on Hasan. And yeah, I mean, she basically said everything I said, right? There's no actual points, just a bunch of ad hominem personal attacks. I mean, I'm not gonna repeat myself, but I mean, it's just typical Hasan stuff, right? And, like, I don't know if Hasan will respond. I imagine he will. Somebody in his chat is gonna bring it up. Someone in his chat is gonna be like, "Did you see that Shoe0nHead responded to you?" And he's gonna crash out and say like, "I don't care about what that whore has that emo whore has to say." All right. And I'm not expecting anything logical to come out of Hasan, and I don't expect his fangirls or orbiters to say anything intelligent or actually talk about the points being made by Shoe. They're just gonna attack her personally again. We see it time and time again, right? We know what's gonna happen.